There we go. Alright, let's continue on what we were doing last time, which was finding out what happened. Okay. You know what? It's good. Let me try it. Let's test my luck today. Oh, another purple. Nice. We are gonna get him. What rank is he now? Hold on. We have him a C5. I mean, congrats, but Jesus. Nope. 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 I think I have one more. And no. Okay. Eh?
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Potato
Do
chips.
my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler in Paimon?
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
That sounds sus as
We had
hell.
some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Where were you December 19th?
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Jesus. Sounds sus, huh?
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
Calm down, Paimon, down.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me
We
neither.
are.
Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today? Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the connected to
A
Tsuma?
kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
So the Balladeer really did erase himself from history completely. If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was. But so far, it looks like the major changes have only affected himself.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Fabio.
Very sus.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Time to go back to see Lesser Lord
Sure,
Kusanagi.
but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Never call me a spinal crocodile ever again, you douche.
Come on, you gotta keep it together. Why don't you grab something to eat? You can't go facing life's challenges on an empty stomach.
Bruh.
Right, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
We got mail. Let me check something real quick. Am I actually free from this place? Like, can I go Fortnite dancing somewhere else? Yes, I can. The cat's not here. Oh, the cat's here. I don't have to be here no more. Finally. But it's like, yes, that cat said the cat cloud is still here. It's up there. Bruh. Damn, why are we here? Okay. What do I have to do? Wait, hold on. What do I have to do over here? Code clay. What? Oh, that's right. Before we can. Right.
Hey, it's them.
I am innocent until proven guilty.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Jeez. Do y'all even have a life?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Do we have to? Perfect. These two research.
Unfortunately,
Right.
we haven't made any real progress.
God damn it.
Oh, of course.
No!
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
Well, what do you think?
It's horrible.
Traveler, remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
Everything's
It's a
on
long
fire.
story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
Does it though?
They're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
Not. Fuck y'all too. Firefly. Time to go slap Lasaloy Kusanali. Found her.
Nahida, we're here.
Everything's on fire.
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Horrible.
Where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma. The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
How do you even not know?
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Any changes Irma saw affect her as well. The Balandier acts quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that happen only I remember.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past. But how was he even able to do that? As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
That sounds metal as hell.
You believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can say that again.
I'm having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it? I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that. Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? One Once the balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense, every part of it. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left. Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Life be like that. Life be like that.
Please wait a moment. I want to check something.
Okay.
Found it. This should be the one.
The fuck?
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us. What is it?
That's
A record
sus.
from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Why?
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matched everything I
I
said.
authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer? When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else. Hold on. So this record survived from the past? Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul. That's incredible! What a great idea! And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this. The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
Jeez.
The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Jesus.
We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered. It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke. The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you.
Did he though?
Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger. It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better. This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along. Yeah, Mihida's right. something to eat. We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it! Come on, Traveler! You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
What'd it do?
It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Where am I going? Oh yeah, the Great Bazaar. And we're gonna meet the guy over there, aren't we? We're gonna meet Sir Asshat.
What should we eat first?
The souls of the innocent.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat. Have you figured it all out? Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Sir Asshat. Why does he look different?
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free
Jesus.
time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am.
Wanderer.
We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetius, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Went this way. Doggo.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetius? Isn't that a bit too
Yes.
cool?
No, it's not. He deserves it.
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been
Bruh.
following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
How did you notice?
Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
Terra Smash!
Where am I going?
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
The souls of the innocent.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't...
Just take it, dude.
No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me.
How the hell is he so chill? It's so unsettling.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
I'm not.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
How is that even possible?
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
You're an asshole.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Nope.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We wanted you dead.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything! What a weird situation.
Let's just say we're gonna ship him with my bestie.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want my own transgressions.
Though it will cause your present self great mental anguish.
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
No.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
I will do that now. Oh.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memory. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
Bruh.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Whoa! I was so confused on where to go. Ooh! Hump.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Ow. Bruh.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child then?
We heard the child coughing. I think we know what happened.
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Well, that got dark. Why are the traps here?
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that can be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
A long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Who the fuck is talking?
Loaded.
Terra smash!
This is trouble.
Did we ever met the gesture? Oh. Oh, fun. Oh, fun! There's more of them. Lovely. Oh, fun! There's more of them. Lovely. Don't you touch me.
Well, no. Get out of my way! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
For Rex Lapis!
That all you got?
Ready.
Looks like I
Hunt them down.
went too far. My work finished.
Marrow, potato, and what? Why did those two drop those? Who the? Hi, floor is lava. The floor
This
is
place
lava.
is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Give me one moment. in the back.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
Is it though? I remember this. This place was unsettling.
Look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Bruh. Oh yeah, I remember her before she got one-shotted by Raiden.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan.
Yeah, but he still has the right to belittle them, because he's a bitch.
Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
Yeah, get killed by Raiden.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
He has every right to, because you're gonna get killed in like 5 seconds.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to complicate things.
The fuck did Child do, man? He didn't do shit. Yeah.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else.
Okay, you know what? He deserves to die. Just saying, he deserves it.
Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't survive.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is?
Dead.
Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
These are your memories, my guy.
Why are you staring at...
Whoa. Okay. Hold up. Bad time to eat chocolate chips.
Dust!
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Oh, Raiden's gonna beat you to that, kiddo. Raiden already beat you to it. Who the hell is that bitch?
This is Her Majesty's gift. Play with me.
Fun.
Let me amuse myself a little.
I hate you. I hate
We're
you.
way behind schedule.
Prepare yourself.
All hail.
No escape.
Blink.
Where is she? There she is.
Time to testify.
Terra Smash!
Why are they here? I don't remember fighting them.
You can't run from death.
Go to the next memory. Are we gonna go to Shimaru now?
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Yep.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
Hey, it's the doctor, Sir Asshole.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the Abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
That's how you say his name, Scaramouche. 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 Oh well.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's the doctor. He's the one who fucked everything up.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Paimon, everything scares the bejeebers out of you.
Let's move on.
Nom nom. Oh. Wait, that's not Shimaru. That was a factory. That was Shimaru.
Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I mean, if we stab him, would he bleed? If he's a puppet, he shouldn't be able to bleed, right? So I mean, should we stab him?
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear.
Bruh.
No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass. Can you return my memories to me?
Bruh.
But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next.
To be fair, your creator didn't even bother to care about... Wait, that gets a good question. Does Raiden even give a damn about you? Like, real talk. Does Raiden even acknowledge his existence? What is going on? The shit this game makes me think of. Oh well. Hakuna Matata.
But then I met you, and I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self. I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself.
You're a puppet. How do you know you have a soul?
So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Okay, Nominee.
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my
Life. Memory. Potato chips.
Is he alright?
No. Ha! What? Why is that thing back?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
What the fuck? Amino vision.
Die. This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Yep, that's Riku, alright.
Sure!
Wait, hold on now. What weapon is he using? A bell. My guy. Affinity, none. Amino. Under the Seaman!
Behold, insignificant past!
You're dead!
I got this.
At my command, you shall fall!
The omen of memories in. Okay.
That's far enough.
Yeah. I know what's going on. Okay, now I know what to do. Let's do this.
Feeble human! The wind rises.
Aha!
My endless cycle begins! Behold!
Got him. Okay.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
Actually, yes, we are. But later.
Disappeared. Did we win?
No.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
Okay, asshole, calm down.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
The past will catch up to you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
I might be.
But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Get fucked.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon, Balladeer.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
Paimon, all you did was fly.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people. And they might not even remember who the Sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Does it though?
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that.
Probably.
Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Bruh.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Am I taller than Wanderer?
Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I
I'm
can't.
glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
Traveler.
What's up?
After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
So we can see what the fuck happened that you fucked. So we can see what happened when you fucked it up.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And
Pretty
how?
much. Pretty much.
Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
Please don't make it sound like I'm exploiting you, Mike.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
$5 that you want, bitch.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books.
Tell that to certain people, man. Tell that to certain people, you Cabbage Patch Kid.
Some things in this world can never be brought back. And they can never be changed. Which is why there is emotion in the human world.
Damn.
Everything
Metal.
that you feel is real and lasting. And
Is it
whatever
though?
is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
I choose to be a Wooloo.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
Tell that to the Organization 13, bro. Tell that to the Organization 13. Those fuckers don't have hearts yet. They're still running around in circles, Fortnite dancing.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you give her a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Okay. Oh well. Not a problem.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal.
One moment.
Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
He doesn't deserve an ugly nickname.
Why?
I mean, Sir Asshat was actually his nickname that I gave him, so you know.
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Bruh.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
Damn.
The name is life's first gift. You didn't say
Wait.
it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking.
Wait a minute. Wait a tortilla chip. How do you spell his name? Hold on. Oh, it's with an I. Okay. Yeah, okay.
The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Sir Asshat.
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
What?
Have you got anything?
The souls of the innocent. Okay, let's see. No, because Wanderer is a stupid name. I'm stuck between Riku or Vanitas. Sora's rival or the darkness that was inside Ventus's heart. Then again, Riku is the only one who had a redemption arc, what he had. And Vanitas is still an asshole. Fuck it. Fuck it. His name is Riku. Riku. Yes. And it's good! Motherfuckers!
Are you sure?
Yes!
Oh, alright. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Your nickname is Sir Asshole.
Still thinking. Stop rushing me!
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
Damn.
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been. No nonsense. I like it. All right. Let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore. So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Paimon, stop being Kirby.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Johnny Depp is escaping.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, great! Huh? Look at that vase.
What about it?
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
Paimon, you oh.
You sound lost and confused.
Who's talking?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
I guess.
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The fuck?
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my eyes? Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Well, that got heavy. Bedtime story, yep, I'll be down one, alright. I got what? Oh, I could change Riku's name. Let's go. Nope. Nope. Alright. There's a new event that happened. Let's go check it out. We had to go to Pontoon. This thing. What's over here? There's something over here. Oh, that's the asshole. Wait a minute. Why does he look familiar? Whatever, let's just do the stupid event. Nom 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 nom. Oh fuck. It's 80 right here. Okay, so go edit. Oh God. Okay. Showcase Zuko's concerns about effectiveness of the ordinary potion. Wouldn't that be this one? Yeah. Then, but I know that she chooses the same. However, faced with a hilly curl, the potion provides. This one? Who the fuck is Timus? Oh wait, it's this one's next. Wait, no. Okay, never mind. It's this one. Then it's this one. Wait, no. No. Where is it? This one. What if it's this way? Hold on. Why is it purple? Hi! Think we fucked it up. $5 says we fucked it up. Huh? Oh, no, we didn't? Did we? Right? Damn! Can we have commercials like this in the real life? You know, when people actually massacre people? Cut, and then... But did I do it? First try, motherfuckers. Okay. Ooh. Nope. Whatever. Whatever. It's okay. I'm curious. What's this? Dare I ask, what's this? I'll do that on my own time. Screw it. This is so active? God. Screw it. I am bored. How do we have Siege Green and not? Okay, fine. We just need to. Let's just do this one. Cause I'm curious to see what the hell happened. to yesterday.
Commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
Susie. Fucking Paimon.
Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
Does she though?
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see.
If it doesn't have us facing an elder god, an icon, I want nothing of it. No, you know what? No, give me another dragon.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
What is it? Do we have to bitch slap a dragon? Do we have to body slam a Fatui Harbinger? Do we have to give Child a wedgie? Oh wait, no, he's nowhere near us.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
Who needs to die?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
Damn.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
How?
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
I mean, we could still give it a try, right?
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
Oh.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Have you tried a sour lemon? They're awesome.
Paimon approved, let's go!
Alright, time to beat his ass.
Hello there, are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
I mean, we can give it a try.
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
Let's see, we bitch slap a narwhal, we helped people, the people here become, we go from oceans to actual human beings, and we're cool with Nouvellette. I think we are good to go.
But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame. That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as one last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far.
What?
What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying? What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Paimon, I swear to fucking God, I am not sponsoring nothing unless it has bloodshed. I will fucking punch you over the goddamn... No. I will shove you right up the Oratrice's ass. And not just any Oratrice, the Oratrice Mechanista Lenise Coronel. I'll shove you right in that thing's ass. So shut it. What isn't the biggest problem?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show.
No shit, Sherlock.
We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Who? Who do we know that's an actress?
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now.
Who? Stop saying the pronoun name, damn it!
She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Cake.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Oh, Farina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Oh, B.O.B. guys, real quick.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
Okay. My head hurts. Okay, I'm back. What I missed?
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
I mean, isn't she?
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Farina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours. Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Farina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too.
If she
I'm sure
wants to.
everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
Somehow I can see her saying that. I don't know why. Oh.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Hi, Mom. Remember, she's a woman. They're all like that.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
How do you know her address?
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed.
But seriously, no, seriously, how do you have her address?
It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Farina. Back in a jiffy.
Cool, don't answer my question about how you fucking know her. Okay.
Go.
Where am I supposed to go? Over here. Now, where does she live? So we can go bug her. Here? In front of a stand. I mean, not there.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here?
Again, how do we know? How does she know her address?
Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
I mean, technically, okay.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't an earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Paimon said it. I didn't say shit.
Okay, when did Poppy Got a Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
Don't you get sick and tired of macaroni every day, though?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Macaroni and Alfredo sauce. The best sauce of them all, and I will not have no argument there. Alfredo sauce or nothing.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Cope with what? Is it because you have to do all the cooking your own now?
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity!
Paimon said it, not me.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now, too.
Fair.
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
So we can name dishes after the Hydro Archon, but if we name our pet after Farina, we get sent to jail. How the? But so wait, it's fair game to name food after the Hydro Archon, Focilor, but naming naming something as Farina is a huge no. Where are the wars?
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
So we're not allowed to say hi. Cool. Cool of you. That's cool. I mean, I just wanted to say hi, but okay. You don't have to be mean about it.
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Cool. Not 5 seconds in and she already told me to shoot. Fine, I called dibs on the couch.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being.
Yeah, exactly! What the traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not the point. We actually came for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Huh? You don't have a vision. Sus. Very sus.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
We need your help to sacrificing children.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense.
Fluff.
After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Okay, what's the catch, though? I feel like there's a catch.
But
What's the catch?
given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Why?
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
Never mind.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
That's understandable.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late. and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
That's understandable.
Paimon can understand.
Yes.
But this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
What if I throw in a lifetime supply of macaroni? Like, you don't have to pay no macaroni. It'll just magically appear in front of your door. Different sauces included.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Damn it.
Short and to the point. Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Damn! Are you that bad? At social gatherings? Jesus!
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
Fair.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Let's try to come up with the plan B.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Farina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Where's the shot? Oh well.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Just in case she decides to follow.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
Fight! 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 Fight!
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Farina go?
She told us, and respectfully, to go fuck yourself.
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Who's... that? Is that Farina? No, yeah, y'all guys can see. Yeah, literally right next to Paimon's halo. There's like 2 blue spots. Is that Farina? Is she eavesdropping? Oh, and I get yelled at for eavesdropping? Women. There's no winning them.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
I get scolding every day.
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
She literally threatened no head pets. I mean, she said no. She just said no.
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
He was hiding. What the fuck?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
Bullshit. That is bullshit.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
We have a spy among us.
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Bruh.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
She's being a spy. What if she's a Fatui spy?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned. That's all.
Bullshit. Bullshit, you were worried. Somehow I don't believe you.
When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Then why didn't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
What? Excuse me, princess.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
Yeah, because you're not that... You weren't hiding that well.
But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, How could we be worthy of having Lady Farina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
Oh. Well, yikes.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
What do you mean by followed? I thought you said you were shopping.
Farina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
Are you suggesting of being the director?
I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh?
Paimon, she's a woman. They all do that.
You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
What do you mean by pearls before swine?
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
No, your name is Kirby. No, emergency food.
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
The rehearsal location. This is the area in front of the food stand. Wow.
Huh? Lady Farina?
What's Lady Farina doing here?
FBI, open up.
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Farina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
Which one? Were we literally told Farina to shut up, or the one that we... No, actually no. Both times we told her to shut up. One when we were questioning her iconhood, and the other one where she falsely accused the twins.
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Okay. That one too.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
Fun meaning chaos, or fun meaning actual helping?
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human, and sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect, but one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
I'm getting the strangest feeling of deja vu. I don't know why.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
Just say she got executed. She committed a no. Just say she got executed. Yeah, just say she got killed.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
¿Por qué no las dos? Make it true to life, but give it a happy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah. Like they say, truth is stranger than fiction.
Sadly.
But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
I mean, why wouldn't y'all?
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own.
I mean, if they wanted some light entertainment, why the hell would they go to the trials then? Just out of curiosity.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Probably off himself.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Farina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Huh?
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe you could use some company.
Poisson?
It's fine.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the So, allons-y. To Poisson!
The fuck is a lozy mean? Is that like another toodaloo or some shit? Anything we can steal? Anything we can steal? No. Damn, this is... Jesus, this is small. Okay, unfortunately, guys, I might have to... Where am I going? Because I'm going to make this a two-parter. Like, I'm going to stop streaming right now because I have somewhere to go. Yeah, I have somewhere to go. So I'm gonna have to end the stream right now, and I will pick it up as soon as I'm back with whatever I'm doing here. Go away. Okay, but I'll catch you guys next time. Where am I going? Where did it come from? Where